Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linden Associates with your morning flash update. And this is for Friday, the 19th of March, 2021, about 8:20 a.m. Central Time. There's no U.S. economic data of importance coming out today. We've seen the first attempt at U.S. and Chinese negotiators talking to each other. It ended up into a name-calling session yesterday. Today they meet again. We'll see if they can put that behind them and make any real progress. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of finger-pointing, but I find it interesting. You know, our propaganda machines in America never say that we do cyber attacks, and yet the Chinese called us the kings of it. So that was the first time we've heard something like that. It didn't go unnoticed by me, but it's an interesting point as to how other parts of the world, I happen to read a lot of foreign papers, so if you read that, what we see in America is not necessarily the way that it all works. You're still down in the energies. The market is still rocking and reeling from the idea that interest rates are higher, that the COVID situation in Europe is totally not under control. The good news is AstraZeneca is going to start being used there again. The bad news is you've seen Paris is going into another month of lockdown, not all regions of France. Germany will make their decision if they're going to extend their lockdowns, and it looks like that's going to be the case come Monday, but that's looking like it is now because the amount of cases just keep rising very sharply. It seems that America is going to hit a milestone today with 100 million vaccines done. So the worlds are different. We're giving away several million, I think it'll be 4 million vaccines to a mixture of Mexico and Canada, our trade partners of AstraZeneca. And the fact that it's been found that it's not a real problem, that's great news. It's great news for them as well. We need our borders secure. When you're taking a look at the markets, copper's still somewhat reeling from higher interest rates. You're getting that still in the marketplace. The dollar up a fraction. Euro, of course, down on that news. Back and forth action here. Bloomberg has a great article, if you get their daily reviews, as to the impact of these higher interest rates. They take you back into the 2007 through 2009 time frame too. Read the article. It's one of the better ones that I've seen, so very, very important. Bonds and notes still getting a bounce in the market. And on the grain markets, well, they may have overdone it yesterday. I think they're still stuck sideways. And I want you to pay attention, if you're a grain trader, to the drought conditions that are still going on in a large, and I mean a large swath of the United States. Living in Chicago, we don't see that, but when you go down south, you do see that. And that is something that is plaguing the markets. The snowfall in the Sierra Mountains, not that big this year. Other problems going to hit in California and other areas. So that is something you watch. Bank of Japan today. All right, in the end, it's about steady. The bank came out as expected. They're keeping things as is, but they're not going to give you targets any longer on what they're doing in buying of ETFs, and that's important. They have been, for, I don't know, a year or two now, buying those as they moved into the market, and that supported the market. Now, by not telling you what they're doing, they go stealth. It could be more, it could be less, so you want to pay attention to things like that as you watch all this that plays out. I want to remind you all that I am finishing up my enhanced Bollinger Band course. It should be released this coming week. I have 3 to 4 video chapters to do. I'll probably knock off 2 to 3 of them today, wrap up things over Monday at the latest, and we're ready to release at that point. I think you'll find it fascinating. It's a whole different look at Bollinger Bands, tying into it momentum. I think you'll like to see what that does. There'll be more information on that as it comes out. In the meantime, in between now and then, remember, every morning at 5:40, I'm now publishing my morning subscriber video. I record, and with the new software we've put into place, I'm getting those recordings out within 5 to 7 minutes of me finishing them. That is compared to where we were, 35 to 40 minutes, they're coming out like that. We still have little bumps, but they're not far behind. You know, we pick up new subscribers all the time, and we want to get this out quicker and quicker. Plus, I want that over so I can get on to my normal research. So as we're looking at all this, are the ways you can look at it. Every subscriber has access to our free mobile app for both an Apple phone, as long as the other operating the Android systems. You can always watch on our computer screens, that's another vehicle. Your tablets, that'll work for you as well. As I said, when these videos come out, people ask, am I specific? I'm beyond specific. I'm very, how do I put it? If I'm wrong, I'm right there saying, boy, that was a bad trade. I'm dead wrong this. If I'm right, I was dead right. I don't blow the horn either way. A trade is a trade, and you're only as good as your next one's coming up, and nobody walks on water. But the simple fact is, if you're looking and you're a chartist and you want an idea, I think if you look at the 40 some odd charts I put out each morning in the futures, and you're a futures trader, it's got to help you in certain ways. Hurt? No, I don't mean hurt. Help you in certain ways. You can take a look at it by going to our website under the word research. Everything's explained there. You can call my staff. They'll work with you. Remember, I intend on doing our weekend editions that for these subscriber videos, that's weekly charts. Do that once a week so that the longer term traders get to see what's going on. It'll be very important given the action we've had this week and how the markets finish up on the weekly charts for today. I'll get those out starting tonight right through tomorrow. You have a great weekend. I'll see you all at the end of the day today in our market wrap-ups. Take care.